memory to the register. Is that clear, all of you? What I just told now? No answer. Why after a long time I'm meeting you all have forgotten or what?
Yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am.
Others, why there is no answer? Fine. I cannot waste my time now. See here. The program starts like this: area, square, code, read only. All this you all know. We are trying to store some area to, and that area name is square, and we are writing the code, means my program will be stored in that particular area, and the program can only be read, it cannot be written, we cannot change it. Entry and start, these are my first directives. Now I am loading the table 1. So my table 1 is a label. Okay, it is a label in which all my numbers I have stored, okay, in my memory. So table 1 is a label which is addressing to one particular address of the memory, and that particular part of the memory is having all the square of the numbers starting from 1 to 10 in the hexa format. Okay, in the hexa format. So the first address of that particular table 1 is being loaded to R0. So R0 will be having the address of my label table 1. Next, this is not okay. So my next instruction is basically, okay, I'm actually interested. This is my next instruction. I'm actually interested to find out what is the square of the number 4. So what I should write here is I should write move R to 0x000 till 4. Okay. So here I have written load LDR R2. So I actually have written here the wrong instruction. You better write over here move R2. Here it should be actually move. Okay, it is there in the what now I will teach you this thing, right? The lab demo, it is there in that. So here your second instruction should be move R2 comma your interested number. What I'm interested in, 0x, all zeros with the 4. Don't write this equal to and all. Fine. Your second instruction should be move R2 comma 0x, all zeros and then 4, because I'm interested to find out the 4 number square. Now whatever is there R2, I will move to R1. Okay, this is the third instruction. Now next part, what I'm doing over here is, now R1 has the number 4. Understanding? Now what I'm performing logical shift left operation for the R1. So I should move from right to left. This is my operation, right? I am actually moving from right to left. So whatever is there in the R1, I will shift it by 2 times because it is shifting twice. Understanding? So what is happening over here? I know my number is 10, sorry. This is my number 4. Understanding? So now I want to shift it by twice. So this 1 should come here, 1 and 2. It should jump twice. So my 1 will come here. Understanding? Now this is my new number. Okay, it was before like this. Now it is, this is 0. Okay. Okay, now it is over here. Now what number is this? I should know, no? So how will I know it? You better know how to find out the numbers in the binary format. So I put over here as 1, 2, 4, 8,
32.
and 16. Yeah, it is 16. If I'm not wrong. Okay, so what is happening over here? Just a minute, guys. So I am shifting 2 times left. So my 4 has become 16. Who told 32 over here? Is it 32 or 16?
16. No, ma'am, it's 16.
Okay. So my new number is what over here? 16. So this R1 will be holding what value over here? 16 now, correct? So move, so here the logical operation, whatever it is happening on the R1, again store in the same R1 itself. So R1 will be having now 16 number. Now adding, if you can see over here, Now adding what is there in the R0 and the R1. So what is there in the R0 one is R0 is having some address, correct? Because whatever the table one, whatever numbers I'm storing, memory will be allocated one particular address to them, correct? So the address R0 will be having. For example, let R0 have some address as 24. It is not 24, it is 24. Okay. So now this 24 is the data which R0 has. And then what is the recent value of the R1? 16. So I will be adding 24 and then 16. What is the answer?
40.
It is basically, one second. So again here what I'm doing, again understand over here. What is the answer over here, guys? I got here as what answer? 16. Now after the shift operation, after shifting twice, the 4 became 16, right? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So no. Now we know very well that our whatever register, whatever value will be stored in the register, it will be converted to what? Hexa value, right? So the 16, which is my decimal value, correct or no? It has to be stored as a hexa value in the R1, correct? So how will I convert to hexa value? I will directly divide by 16 over here. If I divide by 16 over here directly, 16 ones are 16, and what is my remainder? 0. So R1 will be having the value 10. Understanding? Similarly, what is your R0 having? It is having the address of the table 1. So address will also be in the hexa format. Here also I got the hexa format now in the R1 after shifting operation, and then again I converted to hexadecimal. So now next is what? Adding both of them. Now example, let the address be what? 24. Correct? Now next, what is the recent value of the I got R0? 10. So this 10. So adding both of them, both are in the hexa format, so I don't have to convert here. So 34. So 34 is basically, I have, after adding these two, I am storing the answer as what? In the R0 itself. So my R0 will be having what? The answer 34. So basically your program is being partitioned. If you observe very carefully, over here what is happening is, in my R0 I am storing the starting address of the table 1. Okay. So what is this operation happening? This operation, I am trying to tell that I'm interested to find out the square of this particular number. Then I'm trying to making the shift operation happening over here, and then trying to store the result in the hexa format in the R1. This is the first part. Second part is I'm trying to generate the address in the hexa format. Okay, all these comments are there in the program. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, so here in the second operation, from the add operation, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to generate the address, because I know what is the square of the 4. It is 16, right? So 16 is a decimal value, correct? So whatever it is, my square of the number 4 is present in some particular address of your table 1. So I want to find out which address it is present. So for that reason, so this is the logic. So now we saw that after addition, I got the answer to be as 34, and that 34 will be stored in the R0. So 24 plus 10 is actually what? 34. But now what is 34 actually is? It is the address in which my answer is present. So only I have, in my next instruction, I have written here R0 in the square brackets. So any register in the square bracket means that it is a pointer. So now R0 is actually pointing to the address what? 34. Now this 34 is having the value of 4 square, which is 16, and this value will be stored in the R3. Is the logic clear?
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute, I'll just go more down. First, before I will explain you the logic again, we know that the square of 0 is what? 0 itself. Square of 1 is 1, 2 is 2. These are the semicolon, guys, and semicolon is used for what? It is used for comment purpose, correct? And now from here till here it is fine, because hexa format till 9 it is okay. But square of 4 is what? 16, na? Correct? But we know that the hexa format of the 16 is what? It is 10 if you convert it. So square of 5 is what? 25. Hexa format of 25 is what? 19 if you convert it. Similarly, till 10 if I find out, okay, the hexa format of the 10, the square of 10 is what? 100. Hexa format of the 100, it is what? 64 if you convert in the hexa format. Now, how it is stored inside the memory, I will show you. Wait. Hope it is clear. This part is clear, all of you? Yes, these are the comment part, guys. My code, table 1. Till here, it is my code. It is my comment part. So the table 1, this is my complete code itself. Fine. I'll go more down. Yeah, this is the way how it is stored in the memory. Okay, so the memory has allocated the address. So my starting address, okay, my table 1 is over here. So my table 1 is pointing to 24. My table 1 is pointing to over here what? 24. Okay, so now 24 we know it is like I had dwelt in the 4 bank formats. So 24, 25, 26, 27. Next level is what? 28, 29, 28, 2B. Next level is what? 2C. So always the starting address. If I have to access this see, if I want to access this part, so what address I will give? 24. 25, 26, 27 are the subsets. Similarly, if I want to access this level, I will the address to be as 28. If I want to access this level, my address is what? 2C. So my starting address is always given in the first bank. Understand? So the value of 0, which is in the value of the 0 square. Understanding it is not a value of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. It is the value of the 0 square. It is stored as a hexa format in this cell. Similarly, value of 1 square stored in the complete cell, because complete cell corresponds to what? Either 32-bit value or either 8-bit hexa value. Understanding? 32-bit binary value or 8-bit hexa value, because every bank will store 8 bits. So similarly, if you go down, I will have complete 32-bit value or 8-bit hexa value of all the 10 numbers, 0 to 10 numbers. See here, value of 0 to 10 numbers. So it is being stored in the hexa format. So don't get confused. All are stored in the hexa format. Now we will see one by one. Wait. So here I have shown you like how it is the working. So now first what I will do, in my program I have given the number 4. So I was interested to find the number 4 right in the program. So now I will just take number 5, because let me just change you and then tell you. So I'm interested to find out the number 5 square. Okay, so where is this 5 square stored in? If you observe here, the 5 square is stored in the address 38. Can you all see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So now I want to generate a logic in such a way that I have to generate the address over here, because I don't have to perform the square over here. I just want to generate the address wherever the value of the 5 square is located. I want to just catch that address, access that address, and I want to load this value, which is 19. It is a hexa value of the 5 square into some register. This is my logic. I don't have to find out the value of the 5 square. Understanding? Because already it is done and stored inside the memory. So what is the logic first? So the logic is like this. Understanding? So first, always R0 will be loaded with the starting address of the table 1. So what is here the table 1? Just a minute, guys. So always is this R0 will be loaded with starting address of the table 1, guys. So what is the starting address of the table 1? It is basically 24. For every value, whatever you give the value, guys, whether you want to find out the value of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., whatever value you want to find out, always the starting address of the table 1 will be loaded. So it is 24. It is a hexa value. Next, I'm interested in what? 5 number. So I will load the number 5 to R2 register. Then what I'm doing, I am moving this R2 to R1. So even R1 will be having the value now 5. Now R1, I am performing operation. What is that operation? I am performing logical shift left operation upon the R1. So see over here, my 5 is my this thing value. I will perform the logical shift left operation twice. Understanding? So after twice, it will, the bits will move twice to the left side. Now you see what is the answer I got. I got the answer to be as 20, and this 20 is in the decimal format. I should convert it into the hexa format. So after converting this 20 to hexa format, answer is 14. So R1 will be having answer as 14 after the logical shift left operation twice. Clear till here? Yes, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, till here it is fine. Next operation is I should perform a logic in such a way that I should generate an address so that my pointer will point to the address what? 38, because on that address only 38 only my answer is present. Correct? So I'm performing here one logic. What is the logic? I'm adding whatever is present in the R0 and whatever is the recent value I got in the R1. So 24 plus 14 is what? 38. Understanding? So my R0 is having the value 38, but basically 38 is what? It is the address of the place where my 5 square is present. So only at the end we have so only then we will make the R0 to be as a pointer, because any register which will hold the address we will make that to be as a pointer. So now whatever this R0 is pointing to, it will be loading to the R3. It will be loading to what? R3 over here. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it? So this was one example. Now you all should do 3 examples in your observation. Okay, example take number 10 and example take number 7. This was a working, guys. You should show the working like this only. Okay, there are not many loops over here, just one single loop. I am getting the output over here. Now how should you write the output is the major concern for me. Lab 4, I did not show you to write the output. Let me see how you will write. See, output, you should not show me multiple answers. Output is what you get the immediate, what you get the output at the end. So before, in this particular program, I am just having R0, R1, R2, R3 as my 4 registers, right? Correct? I am only using these 4 registers. So what is before execution? All these registers are holding 0 values. After execution, at the end, see in between R0 value. See, so after execution means whatever is the value of the 4 register at the end, not in between. I'm telling again and again, at the end it is. So because R0 in the beginning, it was having the address 24. At the end only, after everything, the address became 38. Correct? No? So you should write whatever value it is having at the end, when the cursor or the pointer will not move in your laptop. So that is the ultimate answer in the after execution. Understanding? So R3 is having the value of the 5 square in the hexa format. R0 is having the address. Okay, R1 is having the logical shift left operation of the 5, and R2 is the number I'm interested. Hope it is clear to all of you this part.
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So over here, one more very important thing over here, guys. Just a minute. So in this part, if you observe very carefully, observe here very carefully that after I added 2, 4 plus 14, after I added, it gave me 38 only directly. It was not at all difficult for me. See, basically what you're trying to do over here, guys. See here, my pointer pointing to 4. Somehow it jumped, and it came to 8. So basically your pointer or your logic is trying to jump inside the memory only. it is not going to some other farther place over here. Understanding? It is jumping inside the memory itself. Understanding? So I did not get much difficulty. Why I did not get much difficulty? Because if I know the starting address, it becomes very easy for me to find out the next subsequent addresses. For that reason, it became very, very simple for me to decode where is my answer, where is my address. Understanding? Let me show you one more example for the value 10. Take this number 10. You should perform for 7, guys. Okay, I want to see 3 observations in your observation book. One, you take it as 4, your choice numbers, but make sure this 10 and 7 should be there in your observation book. Either you take 5, 3, 2, etc. in your observation book, but 10 and 7 should be there in your observation book. Okay, next number is for 10. So R0 will be having the starting address as 24. And then R2, my interested number is 10. So 10 is what? A in the hexa. I will move R2 to R1, again A. Next, I'm performing logical shift left operation twice. So 10 will become, after shifting, it becomes 32 plus, so 40 it will become, okay? So it has become 40 after the shifting operation. Converting to the hexa format, it became 28. So R1 will be holding the value 28 now, hexa format. Now, from here, and I want to generate what over here? I want to generate over here this thing. What is that? Address, because I want to locate where is my 10 square answer. So 10 square is what? It is present over here in the address 4C. Understanding? So what I'm doing over here? So after adding over here, I will get 52. Okay, but observe here carefully. Do I have 52 in my like in this memory? No, which means to say that 52 is not coming inside the range. Understanding? So here, because 52 is not coming inside the range, what is the next option? How will I get to know that the answer is present in the 4C itself? So here I am performing over here what? Hexa operation. So I am converting this 52 to hexa. So therefore, I got the answer to be as 4C. So in this 4C address where my answer of 10 square is present. So this R0 will act as a pointer, and then it will load the answer to R3. So similarly, you have to perform over here before and then also after execution. This is the output and this is the working. Make sure output should come first and working should come next. All this have been told for you. So whenever you get addresses like this after addition, if you get something like this which is beyond range, see, always don't think that your starting address will be 24 itself. It can change. Understanding? It is based upon the systems. Okay, so the address cannot be always 24, the starting address. If you know the starting address, it becomes very, very easy for you to decode the next subsequent addresses. So only I could decode that. In the 4C only I have my 10 square value saved. So whenever you come across problem like this, you immediately convert it into hexa format, you will get the answer. Clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, so now if I have to show you the lab. So this is your program, fine. Area code read only, and load R0 table 1 is the starting address of the lookup table. And then I'm interested to find out, so here, let me write change over here. I will give us 7, okay? So I'm interested to find out the 7 squared. So I will move it to R2. I will just save it. Then move this R2 to R1. So now this R1 becomes 7. And then I will be performing this shift operation. Then the next logic would be to perform, the address generation. Okay, so that it becomes easy for me to point to that particular address. Then after the addition, we know that R0 will be holding the address actually. So R0 will be used as a pointer. So these again NOP, and these are the directives, guys. till now we wrote back B jump, right? Back B back, and then ST1 B ST1. So similarly, you can write over here either back B back, or you can write ST1 B ST1, or you can write NOP NOP and NOP 3 times. Okay, because these are the like again I can say it is a directive to stop the loop, not to end the program, to stop the loop. Okay, these are the directives because we are in just one loop, right? We are in just one loop. So to stop the loop, I should use, if you are using NOP to stop the loop, you should use it thrice. If you are using a back B back, then just write once to stop the loop. Clear, all of you? You try doing this. You give jump B jump, back B back, etc. You will get the same answer. Don't have to worry about it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? I will just write over here. Can use back B back, or these all are directives to stop the loop or stop the logic. Clear? If you are using this NOP, use it thrice. So I will build the target, and this is the table 1, which is having the hexa value of all these numbers, So these are the comment part, and this is the code. So now I hope you all know the starting part. I did not show to the starting part. So if I will build over here, I'll get 0 errors. Rebuild over here, again 0 errors. I hope you all know, if you get the error, just make sure that you give a one tab space for area. Okay. Next, let me go with the debug. Now, step by step, we will see the pointer is pointing to the first point. So loading R0. So R0 will be loaded with the starting address of the table 1, which is 24. Next, I'm interested to find out the square of the number 7. So 7 is being given to R2. Next, I will be moving this R2 to R1. So R1 will be always even now having 7. Next, after performing the logical shift operation twice, so it has become 1C. So I will show you how it has become 1C over here. So it is 0, 1, 1, 1, correct? So it is moving, appending the rest of the places with zeros. So it is moving 2 bits, right? So 1, 1, and 1. So all these are 0 and 0. So what is the new number, guys? It is 1, 2. What is the new number?
28.
It is 16 plus 8. 16, yes, it is 20. 28 converting to hexa. 16 ones are 16, correct? 12 minus 12, na?
Yes,
12, so 12 is what? C in the hexa, so it is 1C. So only this is having what? 1C over R1. Clear?
yes,
Clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next operation. Next, yeah, where is the pointer? See, the pointer is over here. Add R0, R0, and R1. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just. So the pointer is over here. Add R0. Fine. So let me. So now R0 is pointing to 4, 0. So how we got that? Let me see how we got that. So what was having R0 previous value 2, 4, right? What was R1 having? 1C, na? 1C, right? R1. So what is 1C? Okay, we will 1C. What was that actually? 1C, no? So 1C. 4 plus C is how much? Means 4 plus 12 is how much? 16. No? This is hexa, correct? This is hexa and this is also hexa. I'm adding hexa values only. Understanding? Okay. So 4 plus C is what? 4 plus 12 only it is. So it is 16. Correct? So now 16 I got. So 16 converting to hexa format, 16 ones are 16 and I will get the remainder as 0. So how will I write it? It will be as 1 0, right? So 0 will come here, 1 will come here. Correct? Then what is it? 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So I am having what address to be as what over here? 40. They all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So basically, because you will better understand only when you first you draw the memory. First you draw the memory, first you try to decode it. Then only you will better understand it. So now R0 is pointing to what address? 40. So 40 is having the value of 7 square. Okay. So I will clear the diagram. So the next F11, see, now R3 is having the value of the 7 square, which is 49. 49 converting to hexa format, it becomes 31. So we will see that page weight. If you see over here, see 40, if you see over here, 40 is the place where 7 square is there and the answer is 31. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Quickly, I have still time till 1:15, guys. So I will try to finish how much ever